Table Fables, Bukosi, King of the Ants. Written and narrated by Earl R. Mathis.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Earl Mathis. I'm the author of a recently released collection of 8 original children's stories entitled Table Fables. Table Fables were inspired by my 2 young daughters, who I would often create stories around the kitchen table. I sought to entertain them, to inspire them, to encourage them, as well as to provide some moral lessons and wisdom. Table Fables is available for purchase at www.thethablefables.com. That's www.thethablefables.com. Enjoy. Today I'm excited to read to you the first story of the book, entitled Bukosi, King of the Ants. It's actually the first story I ever told my daughters. Before we go on, I'd like to let you know some of the other titles available. The Porcupine That Loved Hugs, The Most Beautiful Bird, A New Animal Joins the Farm, The Corn Stealer, The Mule and the Tick, The Squirrel's Feast, and The Bullfrog Songs. Bukosi, King of the Ants. Some time ago, in an ant colony on the African savanna, there was an excited mother and father who expected the birth of their first child. One night, the mother ant lay in bed drifting off to sleep when she heard the sounds of the night winds that echoed the words, Bukosi, Bukosi. She awoke the next day and declared to her husband that she liked the name Bukosi for the baby. The husband thought it was a powerful name, and he agreed with her choice. The day came when the child was born. All the close friends and relatives gathered to see the new baby. To their surprise, Bukosi was born a tidy tot. Some began to whisper and giggle that they had never seen a baby ant so small. They wondered how he would be able to do his part in the colony as a worker like his mother and father. Bukosi's parents were very proud of their little one and reassured everyone that he would grow into a fine ant one day. They raised him with all the love and encouragement that any ant could receive. They would always tell him, "Don't let your size determine how big you dream." As Bukosi grew, he remained the smallest ant among his playmates. They all teased him, and to add to their amusement, Bukosi declared that one day he would become king of the ants. Each time he arrived in the playground, they would mock him. "Bukosi, your royal highness, how can we serve you?" They would pretend to bow in front of him, only to collapse to the ground in fits of rolling laughter. Bukosi would only say, "One day you'll see." As Bukosi grew into a young adult, it was time for him to take his rightful place in the colony. All the ants would tease him and say, "Bukosi, you're too small to work like the rest of us. We may have to really take care of you like a king, because you'll starve trying to feed yourself." With each tease, they would roll on the ground, holding their stomachs from the pain of excessive laughter. Bukosi would only say, "One day I will be the king of the ants, and I'm going to show you all. In fact, to prove it to you, I will make the largest animal on the savannah bow down to me." This was too much. It even brought a chuckle to his parents' faces. They would always say, "Now, Bukosi, it's okay to think big, but don't make yourself a target for laughter." Bukosi had never traveled far from the ant colony and wondered where he should start. He decided to visit the old wise ant that lived alone on the edge of the colony. His parents had mentioned many times that the old ant had answers to many questions. As Bukosi approached the old ant's home, he could see him resting in the early morning sun, holding a walking stick. Before Bukosi could announce himself, the old ant said, "I know who you are. You are Bukosi, that ant that wants to be king." Bukosi was surprised. He had never met the old ant before. He began to wonder what else the old ant knew. "My name is Bantu," said the old ant. "Are those ant cookies and tea my old nose smells?" he whispered to Bukosi. "Yes, they are. Would you like some?" offered Bukosi. "I thought you'd never ask," chuckled Bantu. Bukosi opened his backpack and presented a sampling of ant cookies, tea, and a sandwich for the old ant. Bantu ate them gladly and smiled between each bite. After wiping his frail mouth and patting his sagging stomach, Bantu said, "So, you're on a quest to meet your destiny." "Why, yes," said Bukosi, wondering how the old ant knew all this. "I'm off to find the largest animal in the savannah for him to bow down to me," Bukosi proudly declared. "That's a high mountain to climb," chuckled Bantu. Bukosi added, "But I'm not sure what he looks like or how to find him. Can you help?" Bantu rubbed his wrinkled, cookie crumb covered chin and said, "You must go see the snake. He is wise and has seen much. He can help you. But know one thing, Bukosi. The snake is also dangerous. So remember to stand a safe distance from his mouth. He is wise, but likes to talk in riddles and half-truths." "How can I find him?" questioned Bukosi. "This time of day he likes to rest under the wide branches of that big tree just beyond the grassy area." Bantu pointed the way with his walking stick. "He also loves compliments, so don't forget to offer a few." Bukosi thanked Bantu and bid him farewell. Bantu nodded and returned to his morning meditation in the warm sun.